it's so tough to visit Zim back and forth. Well, now maybe I can, but with the work structure that I have and the type of deadlines and schedules, it's tough. But just say forget all that. For a ZDP holder, most people will die, people will go by without y'all even linking in the future, in a sense. So for the past maybe 3-4 years, I could have tried to go to Zim meet my nephew, but maybe not, because the schedules were getting heavy, right? So I was planning this year or the next year, maybe let me make a route, see the family and all that. And I get news, that I lose a nephew that I never met. And it's these type of conditions that we can't live like this, So while we're far out here, people die, and you just hear about it, and sometimes you don't know how to feel, Of course, it breaks my heart, but also at the same time, it's like the conditions of a diasporan. It leaves you with not even images of who you're fighting for sometimes. So it's very important for people to realign, always go back to the source, understand what is supposed to be done via the source, so that life keeps progressing. The movements are against you. As a ZTP holder, the movements are just against you. If it's not this, it's that. If it's not that, it's that. So at the end of the day, 2022 is going to be heavy because you're just gonna be a scapegoat to everything and anything, and the target, people visiting your workplaces, and all that intimidation and, marches and further vocalization of this. So at the end of the day, Zimbabwean people or ZDP people, you actually don't even have to, to feel any sort of sadness. Of course it's sad, but be glad that things have gotten to this, because it's time we can change something as a people together. It's time that as now the year is getting into 2023, people vote for change. IHMESA have got a new party, Triple C, and vote that, I'm not in Zimbabwe, I haven't been in Zimbabwe for 19 years, but according to what Zimbabweans are saying, Zimbabweans have been saying, Zimbabweans what they want. And looking at the majority of the Zimbabweans in South Africa, the ones who are not so okay, you can be on a refugee paper, but you're so limited to everything. You can be on a ZDP paper, you're still limited to everything. So there's a lot of Zimbabwean people who are displaced, who needs Zimbabwe stability like right now. So come 2023, it's gonna be a busy year in Zimbabwe as well. So South Africa 2022 is hectic. 2023 is hectic in Zim. So you only got 9 months, What do you do with that 9 months? Because the paperwork, don't rush the application. If you rush the application, today you go there, tomorrow you submit, you may have problems. Because, the type of paperwork they need here, it's quite hectic, So I would urge people to take between 1 month to 3 months, because within that time you would have done things like radiology, you would have done your medicals, you would have done your police clearance, you would have sat down with your accountants, work out your money, and look at all the assets that are to you, and try to come together with that. You see, one thing about this is, feels like it's a lot, right? But actually, even if I was in Zim, I may have to do just the same thing, you know? Because if you want to get a loan at the bank, they still want to see how much you're worth. You know what I'm saying? So, as things are crunchy, as things are hectic right now, let's just understand the vision. You know, don't have fear. Don't let anyone bully you. Don't let these movements make you feel like you are nothing, you're nobody. You know you're somebody, you're something. But right now, you see, our country is in a situation whereby most people will not be valued. You know, they don't even value themselves. So it's very tough for most people to value them. You know, there's a lot of potential in Zimbabwe, in Zimbabwean people. So we need this next election to be the hope, the change for the Zimbabwean people. So if it's MDC that goes in to do what they do, if it's Triple C that goes in to do what they do, if it's ZANU-PF reformed, if they go in to do what they do, we definitely just need to see betterment of Zimbabwe here. Because it's a shame how we are moving, and it will be further dreadful and a detriment to everything we believed in, whatever we're trying to fight for, because majority of the Zimbabwean kids right now, they don't even know why they're surviving. They don't even know why they're living life. You know, they just know they have to go day by day. But as far as hope is concerned, they actually don't know why they're doing it. So with these 9 months that we have, what are you going to do with these 9 months? These 9 months, are you sure that your paperwork is coming together? Are you sure that you got the skills to back everything up that you need? You know, in these 9 months, is your business together? Is everything going smooth? In these 9 months, what are you doing? You know, are you waiting perhaps for Minister Motsoaledi to come and say, look, we're going to show leniency and we're going to extend again the ZTPs. What are you waiting for these 9 months? Because these 9 months are very important for you to move with dignity, however you move. If you have to go home, go home. I wouldn't want to see a time when things come whereby again there's a dislocation of things and Zimbabweans are being harassed, Zimbabweans are being tormented and stuff, you know. We're beautiful people. You know, we must cherish ourselves, and most of us are not home, and we are home, but this home is telling us, nah, just go improve yourself from where you were actually born, right? So it is what it is, man. So one thing I'll urge people is just sometimes take caution and move correctly. Again, practice love, you know, Ubuntu, you know, life is not an island, so let people do what they do, you know, but you do what you need to do. So if people tell you go, go, you know, who knows? You know, doors are maybe opening as you enter into Zimbabwe, you bring change. You know, Zimbabwe is not as bad as people want to make it out to be. And I want to believe that as we're moving now, Zimbabweans are starting to have a dialogue. I could be getting a lot of backlash right now, like a lot, for what I'm saying from my people. But my people are people who reason. You know, I love my people. I speak on behalf of my people, not for my people, you know, on behalf of them. Because when I move, I listen to them, I see them, you know, I understand them. So at the end of the day, I'm also speaking on behalf of my South African people. So I have to be equal in how I speak. So my Zimbabwean people right now, the bunch of them, they will need to go back to Zimbabwe peacefully, happily. 2023, let's reform Zimbabwe. Let's help the government, whoever is in power, do the right thing for Zimbabwean people. You know, it's not nice, yeah, to know that most of people feel unwanted, you know. I drive around and most people I'm seeing now from Zim, they just look sad. You know, it doesn't matter what situation they're in. So it's also kind of bad for the morale of everything, you know, of businesses. And so people must be picking up, those who can pick up, you know, and if your paperwork is coming together, keep working on it 1 to 3 months, you know, give yourself some time, yeah. And most importantly, you know, I wish y'all, you know, a great week ahead, you know, happiness as we enter into Monday, you know, stay healthy, keep that in mind, you know, keep helping people, love yourself, because after you love yourself, one day you're gonna be able to love others. It's a lot of work, you know. Improve your skills, improve what you say you know, speak less, listen more, acquire more wisdom if you are on that path. If you're not, try find yourself. It's a beautiful thing. And with that, give thanks.